Thank you, Dr. Gomez. I'm joined with my colleague and athletic trainer, sports professional, Larry Love.
Thank you, Chad.
And now let's begin your health tracker. Well, your health tracker is comprised of 4 major elements. As Dr. Gomez alluded to in our previous tape, the first one is going to be your medical or longevity metrics. Followed with that, you're going to do some of your vitality or fitness metrics. Thirdly, you're going to take a look at your body composition or your appearance. And fourth is going to be some of your behavioral aspects, which, to be simple, it'd be lifestyle. So let's now go into your general assessment. Larry, what's somebody going to be looking at?
Yeah. Well, for our first step of the general health and nutrition evaluation form, we want to know pretty much, have you been medically diagnosed with hypertension, high cholesterol, what are some of your healthy or unhealthy habits are. As well, we want to know what medications you're taking, so that helps us kind of gear our program towards your needs.
That's good. So if I am having headaches, is that something I need to write down, or people who are taking aspirin? As a trainer, do we need to actually know those things?
Absolutely, absolutely. By knowing those things, that helps us understand different patterns of progression, different habits that may affect your outcome of being healthy.
Thank you. So yes, this is totally a comprehensive survey, and so the foundational aspect is really be honest, open up the communication pathways, because your program is only as good as the answers that we can take a look at and assess.
Absolutely.
Next, let's take a look at some of these fitness aspects. What we're going to be looking at to evaluate, Larry?
Yeah, pretty much on our whole fitness specific evaluation, what we're looking is what your activity of daily living performances are, such as can you do push-ups, can you do sit-ups, can you do any type of pull-ups, what's your body weight exercises over a given period of time. Also, we're looking to get some key metrics of your blood pressure, your height and weight, your waist circumference, which is going to tell us a lot of prediction factors as to where you are versus where you need to be.
Thanks, Larry. Next, as a sports professional and fitness expert, obviously nutrition plays a major role in somebody's appearance, recovery, and ability to perform.
Absolutely.
So on our sheet, we definitely want you to write down what you currently eat and what's your tendencies from a lifestyle standpoint. Larry, what are some of the common mistakes that clients make with their nutrition that you see?
Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes is, for one, not recording what you're eating. The second biggest mistake is not being honest with what you're recording. And then the third one is recording only things that you think are healthy for you. So when that happens and you take that to a fitness professional, we like to see patterns so we can identify any type of red flags that may be preventing you from reaching your goals. So it's so important that through this documentation process of your nutritional intake that you record exactly when and what you're eating, how much you're eating, and then what's the behavior or feeling behind it. And that really helps us create a profile for you.
Thank you, Larry. The last survey that we want you to fill out is dealing with the endocrine system. And this kind of is the umbrella that conditions tend to fit underneath. If you look at your weight or health status, people tend to think about nutrition, people tend to think about physical activity, but what gets lost in the shuffle is overall hormonal and organ function. And this sheet summarizes some of the subclinical aspects of someone's health. We all can recognize medical disease processes, but what's kind of swept underneath the rug are some of the subclinical symptomology that people experience when they have quote-unquote normal lab function. So we want to catch you when you're still in a position to do something about your health before your health then comes back and changes your outcome. So please fill this sheet out with, as Larry alluded to previously, honesty, due diligence, and we look forward to making a difference in your health. Larry, anything that you want to add?
I just want to add on that endocrine survey sheet, what, from your perspective and your experience, what has been the likelihood of people being identified in a certain type of category and them being able to get out of that category to migrate to better health?
That's a great question. People always focus on genetics, right? They say, oh, I just don't have the genes for this, or, you know what, I don't look like my sister or my best friend. But what they fail to realize is that your genetics can only be expressed based on their hormonal pattern that they're being told to exhibit. So if both me and you run sprints, if both me and you lift weights, how we're going to respond to that program is directly tied to our hormonal health.
Sure.
And so it's not really the program you're doing, it's not really the diet you're following. It ties down directly to your hormonal health and your ability to meet the daily stresses that you put your body under.
That's a great answer, Chad.
So we look forward to seeing you for some practical analysis.